The sounds that they make are so like cute. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel bad. Hey everyone and welcome. I am SailorDrew. Let's hang out and play some Wytchwood. Okay, so that little goblin thing like eventually like came over and like hit me, like while I was kind of like AFK a little bit, and it like forced me into this place. So let's go ahead and take a look. And I mean, I've still got 2 hearts, so I was gonna see if there was like anything I could gather. But I don't think I need like a healing potion right off. Like, I don't know, I guess we'll see. Oh, hello. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Nails shell. Alright, so definitely some new stuff. So swamp mud, undesirable for most, but just right for those overlooked. Seeker vine, even in the least likely of places, this tenacious ivy always finds a way. Oh, what are those? Rotting stump. Bark hair has begun to pull away from its desiccated parent. Okay. Oh god, what are those? What? Darn swamp is full of them, fat with blood, of anything they can catch up to. Smoke pellet and logger's hatchet? Wow, okay, so there's gonna be a lot of new crafting, it sounds like. So let's kind of take a look really quick. So, wow. Okay, oh, we can craft this. Okay, so what does this do? Oh, it makes them pass out. Oh, what is that? Can I just like... No, I gotta make them fall asleep first. Ooh, these aggroed. So many things. So many things. Okay. Poisonous new. Exploiting its ravenous hunger is the only way one might secure it without touching it. Okay. What about these little... Oh, bloodsucker. A tiny biter, though known to have some medicinal use. Okay, that's what we need the spirit salts for. Okay, toxic thistle. Okay, wow. So many new things. I am being hunted, though. Oh, hello? Let me just grab... Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that damnable goat too? What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is. I was young and he weren't no goat when I knew him. He used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. But it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the confines of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and a little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutches wordly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's rattled your bones? Maybe I can help. It's my dear old husband, handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things that like to snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyway, he twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. But that was a few days ago. I should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried, I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. You just wait right here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. Okay, press tab to open your journal and review quest objectives, track quests, and display what to do next. Okay, so pretty basic. New chapter, the Leech. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I want to pick this up. Okay. Like, let me pick up the coal. Okay, so morsel, pick up, pick. Love how I like try to combine the words. Bug ichor. The gooey insides that bugs tend to keep to themselves. Oh, and a sewing kit. Oh, oh, buddy, what is that? Stick totem. Someone built this effigy to pay respect to the moon, and the moon, in turn, has given it life. So we need a snag vine for that. Okay, and then the dragonfly. Aha. They've never been this big before. Fortunately, they've only recently developed a taste for meat. Okay. So, let's take a look. So, grimoire. What do we need to create these? Oh, okay. I've got everything that I need. Let's go ahead and craft. So, like, once you, like, do the long hold, you could just fast craft, like, everything, like, afterwards, which is kind of nice. Let's make some of those. I'm definitely gonna have to make like a lot of frogs, right? That's what it seems like, at least. So I know we got a sewing kit. Okay, so we still need everything else. Okay. So those are kind of like birds, maybe, in the swamp. Oh, speaking of birds, yeah. Go for it. Go for it. Oh, haha, excellent. Okay, so we got a wing, a bug ichor, and another wing. Interesting. Oh, okay, so yeah, I gotta get like in the middle of these things to make this like smoke thing useful. Because last time I only got one with it. Okay. And then you could just hear me like spamming my like the F key to like pick things up. Akasha's like, she said that the sound of my keyboard is like ASMR. Which I have to kind of agree. Okay, so the forest is or the swamp is proving to be a little bit of an interesting place. I actually have like one heart left. I got hit again by something. An impassable hulk, unless perhaps he likes you. Interesting. So I wonder what I have to do to make him like me. But I do need a health potion. So let me just go ahead and make like a few of these. So I've been like gathering ingredients and stuff so that way like I can make things, like make like a lot of things instead of like having to like only make like a couple at a time because I'm like, I keep running out. So, what is this? Fields and fields. So I gotta find the fields wherever those are at. So let's see here. So I can make this thing, I think, because I can make the witch spice. Okay, and then so let's go ahead and make the roast beast. Not really sure what I need it for other than this. Let's see here. So jar of milk. So again, we gotta find the fields. I have fairy dust and everything else. So I don't know. I guess we just continue on. Hello? Can I talk to you? Troll. The fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big loot! He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Ugh! Fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. Okay, so I don't really know what I need for him. I don't know. I feel like maybe like he would like a big roast beast or something, perhaps. I don't see it in my inventory, so I guess maybe it's like actually just an ingredient for this thing. Juicy offering to powers greater. Powers with many gnashing teeth, useful against drakes. Okay, so maybe not this after all. Okay, so I'm sure we'll figure that out as we explore. So before I forget, let's go ahead and heal up. Okay, and then I gotta kind of like ignore a lot of the things that I already have like ingredients for, because like I could sit here all day just gathering things until the end of time because it's just so satisfying to me. Like I absolutely love it. But yeah, let me get these thistles though, because I don't really have like a lot of thistles and reeds. Like the thistles especially, and I feel like you would be able to get like a ton more reeds out here, but so far not so much. Okay, so rotten aperture and entrance even murkier than swamplands around it. To the sick house. Okay, so yeah, we gotta go down this way to find that woman's husband. Oh my. Bodies. Hold on now. This sick house is full to the brim with and festering with disease. Don't you know there's a deadly plague going around? A plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it. Oh, it's terrible. It affects the young and old, the healthy and infirm alike. We're so swamped with patients, I can barely catch my breath. So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill? We've just got so many bodies piling up. Someone has to bury them before they spread the sickness further. She drops her voice to a whisper, looking ashamed. It's gotten so crowded, I've even had to dump some in the swamp. That seems unethical. Don't worry, the Leech is inside working her miracles on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands. The Leech? That's the doctor of this place? The best in the land. I don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skills. I need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here. Sorry, I cannot in good conscience allow a person of your years to enter such an infectious place without a proper inoculation. But with all the patients, we're low on medicine, and I'm afraid I don't have any to spare. What's a simple booster shot made from anyway? There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in the swamp. I'll go get them myself. Well, it's a pretty basic prescription. If you bring me the components, I'll be able to mix and administer it. Then you can go inside. Okay. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain. I think I actually have all of that. Oh, except for the lazy grass. Okay. So, lazy grass, you say. Question is, where is it at? Maybe it's down to the south some. Oh, there's a chest. Oh, that I can't open, really? Rude. Like, I can't believe they, like, put a chest like here that I can't access. Who does that? Okay, so the fields are down somewhere over here. Let's stop to talk to this guy. Oh, hello there. So sorry. I think I managed to get most of this debris off the road. Looks like you've made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart? Yes, well, you see, I was sent on a very important mission by order of my captain. The bear. The bear, you say? What sort of mission? It's my job to make sure the lakeshore camp is well stocked with provisions, but most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the apiary with a cart full when a deer or something darted out of nowhere. Jostled my poor mule so bad she broke her bridle and ran off. My own heart nearly leapt out of my ribcage. Fell the darn cart right into the ditch she did. Now every barrel is smashed, and I can't bring myself to report back empty-handed. The bear will have my guts for garters, I'm sure of it. This bear sounds quite a brute. Oh, you don't know the half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, heads will roll. Maybe you could lend me a hand? I can't very well put this broken cart back together. No, nothing like that. But could you take a message to the sergeant at Lakeshore Camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know what happened, and maybe we can he can get me out of this bind. You can get to the Lakeshore Camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. I need to stay with the cart and assess the damages. Oh dear. Okay. The bear. Okay, so I think the fields are down this way, just based on like oh yeah, look at that. There's that lazy grass that I need. And there's like a lot of like other stuff in here that I've noticed in our grimoire that we need to collect. So I guess I'll kind of like look around and see what I can get, but I don't remember how much of that lazy grass. Oh, hello? Oh, you're an interesting looking character. A hefty gourd stands before. Oh, wait, that's not his voice. A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. He tilts up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you out here? How's it growing, farmer? Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying my best to win the harvest competitions this year. Well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon. You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that sour ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops. Careful now, you're beginning to sound like a sore loser. Yeah. Not sore loser, just think it's quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox and his family grew the largest corn crops I've ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my own little helpers. He motions to animated turnips and potatoes busy with menial farm work. But this year, his crops are larger than ever before, even though his family is nowhere to be seen. Doesn't make any sense to me. He's working the fields all by himself? What happened to his family? That's the fishy part. No one knows. They just disappeared one day, and the ox has said nothing. That does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go ask him myself. Yeah, his farm is down the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies won't grow themselves, you know. Okay, the ox. So we got an ox and a bear. Alright, so let's take a look. Changeling, as if it just can't wait to be uprooted. Okay. Yeah, so quite a few changelings in this field, actually. The sounds that they make are so, like, cute. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel bad. We're chasing them down with an axe. Suspicious stump. The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings on the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. Rotten aperture. Okay. Is this a shortcut? Oh, fantastic. Okay, cool. So I guess we gotta kind of keep an eye out for more shortcuts to like different locations, so that way we can get around a lot faster. But I'm headed back to the sick house because I've got enough of the roots. Like, I didn't explore the fields much further than just getting like all the roots that I needed. So I basically just kind of like exited and re-entered the area, just so that way I can kind of keep things all neat and tidy basically on what I need to get done. And then also like kind of keep everything within like an episodic like chapters if I could. Okay, yeah, so I definitely think I've got enough lazy grass. Oh, okay, yeah, she only needed 4. The nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. I'll need, yep. Yep, thistle. You snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She is careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends. Okay, and then bug acorn. I don't know if that's how you say it. Like, put it in the comments phonetically if I'm saying it wrong, because I'm curious to see how you say it. But you place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hands. She inspects it suspiciously, but doesn't ask where it came from. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you, it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself, one can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking of the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology? Give it here. I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick. The leech is very busy. Okay. Ooh. Wow, yeah, definitely looks like a leech. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under her wide-rimmed hat, she appears to notice you enter but pays you no mind. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot? Perhaps a yellow liver. Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I am here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? I told you already, I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted this or broken that. Before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? Oh, I'm not sure. Well, then how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezy, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. Okay, hello? You don't know where that short fellow got to, eh? Leave me alone. It's, the beardy guy you're looking for? There was a fellow with dark hair and dark eyes. They're sleeping. Looks like they could use the rest. A husband? Yeah, he had a darker complexion than me. Can't find the short guy? Sorry, I can't help you. You don't know where that short fellow got to, huh? It's the beardy guy you're looking for. Ooh, there's a chest. Okay. Mushrooms, thistle, herbs. Okay, so he has a beard, it sounds like. This patient just stares into the distance, silent. Okay. Ooh, what's this? I mean, it's crimson wine, thick dark wine that clings to the inside of the bottle. Weakness is unknown. Okay. So I guess we can't do anything with it just yet, but to keep in mind, I guess. Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for? Shorter than most. I'm going to need a bit more than that. Alright, he was, darkened features. Narrowing it down. Give me something else. He wore a full beard. Ah, yes, I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly, I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this anyway? My condolences, really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living. At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry, that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say that you were related to the deceased in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Goodness. Presiding figure of this house of sickness. Looks like death, likely not long from it. Each snore has a disturbing wetness to it. Yeah, wow, okay. Ooh, yeah, let's get out of here. It's a little too claustrophobic, it feels like. Always to remember to cover your mouth when you cough. Alright, so let's head back to the old woman and tell her the news. But I also did actually craft what we need for the leeches. So what, we need these for them? Are they... Ooh, wow, okay. Ooh, blood, huh? Okay, here she is. You have news of my husband? He should have been back from the sick house by now. You bow your head in condolence. I am sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where is the fool now? I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me, but our assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp. Ah, brimstone and bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but I can ask you for another favor? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years. I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would have already been reduced to worm farts. What am I to do with the circle? You're an eligible lass. The engravings on the obelisks should explain the rest. Okay, here it is. So let's take a look. So rooted obelisk, ornately dressed, but for what and by whom? Okay. Circle of power. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from, or lichen? I don't know. From the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. Okay. Ooh, okay, so I guess we need some things. Southern Obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. So apothecary humors. Okay, so I guess those were like all of the ingredients that it just gave us. So the ox, the leech. Okay, so power up the swamp obelisks, collect a drake fang from the swamp, craft apothecary humors, craft a necromantic charm, get a death certificate from the leech. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is taking a bit of a darker turn, so I don't know if the future chapters are going to be quite as dark as this, but I'm enjoying the game regardless. I hope that you are too. Again, if you want to pick up a copy, I do have a Humble Bundle link in the video description down below. The Humble Bundle, it does give you cashback usually to use towards future purchases with games, but it also gives it usually also gives money towards charity with your purchases. So that's why I prefer to use the Humble Bundle affiliate link, because again, it helps me, but it also helps charity, which is awesome. But until next time, take care, and I will see you in the next video.